Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm going to walk you through my very first Candyland themed garland. At least that's what I was trying to go for. So let's get started. First, I'm starting out with some pieces of 20-inch mesh. The first one I did measure it out with my ruler, but I'm going to eyeball the next pieces because I'm really not concerned about them being exactly 20 inches. I used 2 rolls of this pink and blue ombre mesh and 1 roll of all pink mesh. The pink mesh was a 30-foot roll and the other rolls were a lot shorter, so you may be able to get away with just using 2 30-foot rolls of mesh. And also keep in mind this garland is 15 feet long, so I did have to use a lot of mesh. So the method I'm using is called the Cruffle method. It's super easy. All you need to do is start on one side and roll the mesh about 2 times. Then find the center of the mesh and start pinching and gathering from one side until almost the end of the other side. To finish it off, I'm going to curl the other end of the mesh about 2 times just so the cut edge doesn't show. I'm going to attach the mesh to the garland using the little branches on there as if it were pipe cleaners. I apologize for the angle of this video. You can't see the mesh too well. So if there's an issue for you, or if you need a better angle, I can definitely make a short video on how I did this Cruffle method. The next piece, I'm going to place it right below the first piece, attaching it maybe about 1 inch from where I tied the first piece. The next piece, I'm going back at the top next to the very first piece I attached to the garland. And I'm going to attach this piece right next to the first piece, close enough that the edges of both pieces are touching together. Off camera, I decided to take this mesh and just attach it to the top instead of adding one to the top of the garland and then one at the bottom and then alternating. I just made my cruffles and added them to the top of the garland. And then I came in with the solid pink color and filled the bottom of the garland. Now I'm going to show you how I made my bows. I am not a great bow maker, so you can definitely use a different technique for your own bow. Sorry about my Sam in the video. He is very curious about what I'm doing. But I'm using 3 different ribbons. I'm going to start with the white and measure 12 inches. At the 12-inch mark, I'm going to pinch the ribbon together. Then I'm going to measure another 12 inches and pinch at the 12-inch mark. Now I'm bringing those 2 pinches together to create my first loop. I'm giving the tail of the ribbon a little twist to keep the pretty side of the ribbon facing up. Now I'm measuring another 12 inches and then pinch at the 12-inch mark. Now I'm going to fold that over to create the second loop. Lastly, I'm measuring another 12 inches And I'm going to cut the ribbon at the 12-inch mark. I'm giving that last tail a little twist so the pretty side of the ribbon will be facing up. And now I'm going to secure this with a clip until I create the same bow with the rest of my ribbon. After you have your 2 looped bows made, I'm going to stack each bow on top of each other. Each bow I'm adding at an angle, and once I have them all together, I'm adding a pipe cleaner to secure them together. Now I'm going to attach the main bow to the center of the garland using the pipe cleaner I used to secure the bows. Then I'm adding 2 more bows towards the bottom of the garland. The 1 loop bow I'm making here starts with 4 pieces of 24-inch long ribbon pieces, and I'm folding them halfway down the ribbon and then pinching in the center and then holding it in place with my clip. Placing them on top of one another at an angle and then securing it with a pipe cleaner. I'm adding 2 of these bows to the bottom of the garland on both sides. Now at this point, I'm adding all of my ornaments and embellishments to the garland. The bigger items, I'm gluing a pipe cleaner on it so it'll be more secure when I attach it to the garland. These are ornaments, so I'm actually sticking one of the garland branches through the ornament's hook and attaching it that way, and also using the pipe cleaner. These ornaments were a nice touch to the garland. Instead of adding them one by one, I'm attaching 3 ornaments to a pipe cleaner and attaching that to the garland. Now I'm adding the rest of my bows. I had to add them at this point because I ran out and had to wait until the ribbon was delivered. If I did have enough ribbon then, I would have attached them at the time I was attaching the rest of my bows. I felt like I could use some ribbon at the bottom, so I cut 12-inch pieces of ribbon, one color each, stacked them on top of each other, and using a pipe cleaner to hold them all in place. And also don't forget to dovetail all of your ribbon. And I'm just adding that to the bottom of the garland. I'm taking these little gingerbread picks and I'm separating each piece on here, and I'm going to insert them all around the garland. I'm going to speed the video up super fast because if not, we'll be here all day. I like to add them before I glue them in place so I can see if I like it or if something needs to be moved around, I'm able to move it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more crafting videos. Thank you so much for watching.